Good morning to all of you. Myself, Professor Mohammed Mirza from Nalanda Mukhtar Ali Modi Technical Campus. So today we will continue the example as we have started yesterday. So we will see what the one steps once again, and then we will proceed for further calculation. So yesterday we have started this example or design of latching system. Design of latching system. पिक्चर है क्या हो ये सॉफ्ट कॉपी है जी और सबसे लेना था क्या सोचते हैं उसकी सॉफ्ट कॉपी जो होता है बाद क्या भी सोचते हैं ये सब बना हुआ है डिस्कशन वगैरह तो लेक्चर की बात आती है दो लेक्चर है So this we have started this yesterday example on latching system. So first step number one, as you are designing the column. So for column design, first step before we start of the example, we know the load, we know the unsupported length of member, we know the grade of steel, grade of bolt, and we have to design a latching system that also we know. We start the problem because we know we don't know the actual section. To select the section from the steel table, first we have to assume the XCD, and assume XCD, we have to by assuming the XCD, we have find out the area required for the section. Because two channel sections, we are considering the area for one section is required around 3,600 mm square, and you have selected ISMC 300 at 36.3 kg per meter as per our steel table, and the area for that is calculated or that is given in steel table, that is 4,630 mm square, which is much greater than 3,600 mm square. Always we will take the area larger than required, then only our theory will be set. So to find out the strength of the member, we know that the strength of member is nothing but in compression, is nothing but effective area into FCD. Okay. So since both sides are hinged, then our effective length is nothing but 10 meter as unsupported length, because K value, the value of K here is 1. Okay. So section classification, you can do that D by DF is equal to 90 by 13.6, 6.617, which is less than from 9.4 E, table 2, page number 18, IS 800. Okay, so we have 6 as a flange of plastic, then we find out for the D by TW ratio, that is unsupported length of your or depth of your section divided by thickness of web. It is coming around 13.85, which is less than 42 E as per table number 2 of IS 800. That our web is also class 1 plastic, then our section, the whole section is the plastic, and you can say that your AE is equal to AG, that is effective area of your member is equal to the gross area. Or you can say that the gross area we will consider as effective area because our section is plastic section. Now we can calculate the FCD from table number 9C. Why 9C? Because any section, which channel section, angle section, they are coming in the buckling class C as per the table 10 of the IS 800 2007, page number 44. Then we find out the lambda. Lambda is KL by R, and it is coming 84.7. Then we have to find out, we have to increase the lambda by 5% as in case of your lessening system. So it is 88.94 and Fy is 250. Okay. Now we can find out the 80 for 80, it is 136, for 90 it is 121, and 88.9, the FCD will be, you have to calculate. As I calculated, FCD is nothing but 122.65. Then we know that PD is equal to AE into FCD, and because area we are considering only single angle, because we are providing two angles, so that's why we are multiplying 2, and you multiply by 2, the PD will be 1135, and 1135 is much larger than 1080. So can we say that our two IMC 300 about 36 kg per meter, 36.2 kg per meter, it is okay, and it is capable of taking that much offload. Okay, तो यहाँ तक हम लोगों ने किया था. फिर उसके बाद we are also find out the spacing of these two channels. Two channel section कितनी दूर पर हमको रखना है वो हम लोगों ने मालूम किया था. कैसे मालूम किया था? By equating the moment of inertia of about ZZ axis, that is major axis and minor axis. So you know that IZZ is equal to IYY. So we equating because we have to maintain the RZZ is equal to RYY. Okay, RZZ equal to RYY. So RZZ equal to RYY, it means that RZZ is equal to RYY, and because the radius of gyration is nothing but I upon A, area will be same. So if RYY you find the IYY, so here will be the denominator the moment of inertia is changing. So that's why if you equate this, then we will get the spacing. So here you can see that the ZZ axis about major axis, the axis of the section and axis of the whole body they are on the same line. That's why there is no use of parallel axis theorem. But in case of YY axis or minor axis, you can say see that we are the axis of the whole this member by two channel is different than the axis of the single channel. Okay, so we have to transfer this moment of inertia to the section moment of inertia about the YY axis, that is minor axis. So that's why we have to use the parallel axis theorem for that. So IYY is 2 times IGYY into A into H square. So you know that this A is the area, H is nothing but the spacing by 2 plus CYY. So this distance we have written here, AG plus AH square, that is the moment of inertia of the single section we are transferring to the whole section by doing this. Okay. So up to this we have calculated, and we have find out the after equating IZ is equal to IYY. Okay, and then by equating this we get the spacing of the two channels 184 mm. 184 mm. Now we will go further for this. So we know that we have provided the two channel section. It is already stated in our example that two channel section they are placed back to back. Two channel section they are placed back to back. Okay, back to. Okay, so this spacing S we have find out, and this S is nothing but 184 mm. 184 mm. Okay. Now we have to design a lashing system. Design lacing system. Now we know the how much distance apart you get. So while for designing a lacing system, we know that this lacing system, if I will draw this figure, here. So two column, two lacing bar, two main members are there. This dotted line is the width of that main member. Okay, this is the lacing bar. And here also, this is the main member. We are joining back to it. So both will be near to this. Okay. This one is second main member. I am going to draw the direct line. And our lacings are provided like this. Okay, it may be flat bar, maybe, and this distance between the two lacing bar, the spacing of lacing is called as A or A1. Okay, and this is the line of your connection between the dotted line, and here also is horizontal line. And this theta for lacing bar is this. Okay. Okay. So assume the inclination of angle in the inclination of lacing bar is theta is equal to 45 degree. So we know the clause the theta should not be less than 30 degree and should not be more than 70 degree. So in between we have to select our theta. So we have selected here theta is equal to 45 degree. It is given in IS code IS 800 clause number clause 7.6.6. Okay. So this is the compressive force coming in the member along the member. This is the compressive force in the member. I will write this compressive force if I write CF, and this is the load on the member, that is Vt by 2, Vt by N, but there is two systems, so Vt by 2. Okay, the load, okay, the axial load on the member. So Vt generally we are Vt by 2, generally we are taking from the clause. So we know that the spacing of this is you can find out lacing system. Spacing of lacing system you can find out. Spacing of lacing system you can find out. Spacing of lacing system. Here I will draw this. Both sides it is single system, single lacing system, but both sides it is shown. Both sides. Okay. So the inclination is you have taken 45 degree. So this spacing A is nothing but, if I write A is nothing but 2 times of A1. So I will write down this A1, this distance. I will write down A1. Okay. So if I will write down tan theta is equal to opposite upon adjacent. Opposite this side, this is nothing but, this is nothing but, nothing but S plus 2CYY divided by A1 A by 2 A by 2 A by 2. Okay. So if this is A, so this one is A by 2. So A1 is nothing but A by 2. So I will write down here. So if you write down this, so tan theta, you know tan theta, tan 45 is equal to spacing 184, 2 into CYY. What is the distance of CYY? It's 23.6 and A by 2. This 2 will come up. A will be, you can find out the value of A, that is spacing of racing bar. It is nothing but 462.4 mm after calculating. Now the transverse shear, transverse shear that is Vt is equal to 2.5% of axial load. 2.5% of axial load, and if you write down 2.5% of axial load is 1080 is given the axial load on the member. So write down 1080 into 2.5%. So it is coming 27 kilometers. The actual load is 27 kilometers. Okay. So you know that we are providing the bracing system on both sides, both phases. First phase here, this side, and another here, the shadow of the first side. Back to that, two sides we are providing. That's why here write down transverse shear in each panel. Transverse shear in each panel. It will be n is equal to 2 because 2 number of panels are there. So Vt is equal to Vt by 2. And 27 divided by 2 is 13.5 kilonewton. 13.5 kilonewton. Okay. Now we know that this Vt, and we know that this, as I will draw here, Vt. Okay. The Vt, the load, this triangle will form. Okay. And we know this distance also. You know this distance also. Okay. So cos theta, if I will, this force, compressive force, cos theta will be cos theta will be cos theta is equal adjacent upon hypotenuse. Adjacent is Vt, hypotenuse is your compressive force. If I write down Vt is equal to Vt is equal to Cf cos theta. Cf cos theta. Cf cos theta. Actually Vt by n and Vt by n we know already we have calculated. So Vt by n Cf cos theta, n is the number of parent. If find out the compressive force is equal to Vt by n upon cos theta, or you can write down the inverse of cos theta is nothing but sec theta. Okay, so we know the theta, we know the Vt by 2 is 13.5 into sec of 45. We solve this. Sec is nothing but inverse of cos. So if I will find out the cos 45, okay, 13.5 divided by cos 45 is 19.09 kilometer. 19.09 kilometer. Now we know the compressive force. Now we know the compressive force in our lashing bar, and that is nothing but 19.09. Now we'll consider, because it is said to be voltage connection, consider voltage connection as given in example. Of given in example, consider board size, consider diameter of board is equal to 16 mm. You are considering a 16 mm diameter of board because already grade of board is given 4.6. So grade is already given in example. Grade of board is nothing but 4.6. 4.6 is nothing but your common board. You can say, or black board. And common board, black board, or rough board, they are fully threaded. Now from the clause 7.6.2 of IS code में अगर हम आएंगे in compression number. So if you come here 7.6.2 clause 7.6.2 will come there for the compression. Lashing system you are designing. 7.6.2 is the width of lashing bar. In bolted riveted construction, the minimum width of lashing bar shall be 3 times the nominal diameter of end bolt or rivet. तो यहाँ पर बोल्ट का साइज ये The width from the clause number 2, 7.6.2, width of lacing is equal to 3 times nominal diameter of hole. So 3 times, because we are using 16 mm diameter of hole, so it is 48 mm. The width is coming 50 mm, so I will consider 50 mm width of your lashing bar. Consider 50 mm width of lashing bar. So consider 50 mm width of lashing bar. तो डिजाइन का मतलब क्या है? डिजाइन करने का मतलब साइज डिसाइड करना एज पर द लोड, है ना। कॉलम का साइज हम लोग ने पहले डिसाइड कर लिया, SMC 300 हम लोगों ने चूज किया, अबाउट 46.2 kg पर मीटर। और अब हम डिसाइड कर रहे हैं कि लेसिंग फ्लैट जो हम प्रोवाइड करेंगे उसका साइज क्या है। ओके, दिस इज द विड्थ ऑफ लैसिंग बार हम लोग ने डिसाइड किया। उसको आगे चल के हम लोग चेक करेंगे कि वो सही है। नाउ थिकनेस ऑफ लैसिंग बार फॉर सिंगल लैसिंग सिस्टम किसको बोलते हैं? ये जो सिंगल साइज में दिया है इसको सिंगल लैसिंग, एंड अगर ये क्रॉस मेंबर बन रहा है तो इसको डबल लैसिंग सिस्टम बोलते हैं। तो यहाँ पर आप देखेंगे सिंगल लैसिंग सिस्टम, डबल लैसिंग सिस्टम। ओके, तो दिस इज सिंगल लैसिंग सिस्टम, लेफ्ट साइड एंड राइट साइड डबल लैसिंग सिस्टम। ठीक, तो हम लोग ने यहाँ पर डिजाइन में सिंगल लैसिंग सिस्टम, तो थिकनेस ऑफ लैसिंग बार फॉर सिंगल लैसिंग सिस्टम इट इज गिवन बाय 1/48 of length of lashing bar between inner end of bolt। अब इनर एंड ऑफ बोल्ट किसको बोलेंगे? अगर आप फिगर में यहाँ पर देखेंगे, जो फिगर हमारी है, ठीक है, तो ये बोल्ट है हमारा, ये बोल्ट है और ये बोल्ट है। ये डिस्टेंस जो है इनर एंड ऑफ बोल्ट नथिंग बट लेंथ ऑफ लैसिंग बार। ओके, so that length you can calculate, है ना। तो यू नो द थीटा, थीटा आपको मालूम है, यू कैन फाइंड आउट द लेंथ। ओके, तो लेंथ हमको मालूम करना है, तो फाइंड आउट द लेंथ। So we know that this distance, this is the theta, this distance we have to find out. If I will write down, this is LE or L, inner end of bolt. This we know S plus 2CYY. Already we know this value, this distance। ओके, तो sin थीटा इज इक्वल टू अपोजिट यानी S plus 2CYY डिवाइडेड बाय LE, hypotenuse। This LE is hypotenuse। If I write down LE is equal to S plus S is 184, 2 into 23.67 divided by sine 45. Sine 45. Theta is 45. LE will be, you can find out easily by calculating. Sine 45 is nothing but 0.07, so 184. I will write down 184 plus 2 into 23.6 divided by sine 45. It is coming the value 326.966 mm. 326.966 mm. If I will write around this, what I will say, it is 327 mm. Now you can find out the thickness of lashing bar. Thickness of lashing bar is equal to 1 by 48 of 327. It is coming around 8.17 mm. So consider thickness larger than that. Consider thickness larger than that. Consider thickness 8 mm ले सकते कि हम लोग यहाँ पर नहीं ले सकते क्योंकि ये 8 mm से ज़्यादा रिक्वायर्ड है. The thickness required is more than 8 mm. So consider thickness 12 mm. Consider thickness 12 mm. More than 8 mm. The thickness of lashing bar you consider 12 mm. So we will consider a flat bar for lashing. Flat for lashing will take width is 50, f12. So this is the designation of flat bar, है ना. तो लैशिंग के लिए हम लोग फ्लैट कंसीडर कर रहे हैं, जिसका विड्थ ऑफ लैशिंग है ये विड्थ है, और इसके बाद का जो वैल्यू वो डिनोट करता है फ्लैट के बाद का, दैट डिनोटेड द थिकनेस ऑफ फ्लैट. तो हम लोग ने फ्लैट 50f12 का कंसीडर, 50f12 का कंसीडर. Now minimum radius of gyration you have to find out, because you know that this member, the lashing bar, it is acting as a column. This lashing bar दोनों साइड से कॉम्प्रेशन है. अगर आपका आप देखिए, अगर मैं आपको बताऊं, ये हम लोग ने फिगर बनाया था, फिगर तो अगर यहाँ पर मैं आपको बताऊं तो ये हमारा लैशिंग है, तो ये कॉम्प्रेसिव फोर्स दोनों साइड से एक्ट हो रहा है उसके ऊपर. ठीक है, तो दिस फोर्स इज एक्टिंग बोथ साइड, दिस इज कॉम्प्रेशन मेथड. तो दिस लैशिंग बार इट इज एक्टिंग एज अ कॉलम or behaving as a column. So it is behaving as a column. Okay, so this is behaving as a column. तो हमको इसको स्मॉल कॉलम के जैसा डिजाइन करना पड़ेगा. ये फ्लैट को स्मॉल कॉलम के लिए डिजाइन करना पड़ेगा. और अगर कॉलम डिजाइन करना है तो स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ कॉलम यू नो यू टू फाइंड आउट पीडी, एंड पीडी इज नथिंग बट ए इनटू एफसीडी. एरिया हमको मालूम है, एरिया क्या है, एरिया इज नथिंग बट 50 इंटू 12. दिस इज द एरिया. ओके, लेकिन एफसीडी हमको मालूम है क्या, नहीं, ये हमको मालूम करना है. एफसीडी हमको मालूम करना है. तो 50 इंटू 12 अगर हम करेंगे कॉलम का तो ये 600 mm स्क्वायर हो जाएगा फ्लैट. लैशिंग बार कैसे. ओके, नाउ वी विल राइट डाउन टू नो द एफसीडी वी नीड लैम्बडा. लैम्बडा इज इक्वल टू LE अपॉन R मिनिमम. लैम्बडा मालूम करना पड़ेगा. FY 250 न्यूटन पर mm स्क्वायर. or buckling class, any flat solid bar, solid round bar, round angle section, P section, channel section, where buckling class is C as per table number 10. बकलिंग क्लास हमको मालूम है, ये हमको मालूम है, तो टेबल 9C यूज करना है, बिकॉज बकलिंग क्लास सी क्लास है, इसलिए टेबल 9C हमको यूज करना पड़ेगा एफसीडी मालूम करने के लिए। लेकिन हमको ये नहीं मालूम है लैम्बडा बाय आर मिनिमम, तो आर मिनिमम पहले मालूम करना पड़ेगा। आर मिनिमम इज इक्वल टू मिनिमम दैट minimum radius of gyration, minimum radius of gyration for lacing bar, radius of gyration for lacing bar, it is nothing but R minimum is nothing but T upon root 12. So T is 12 thickness of lacing bar, and root 12 this will give the minimum radius of gyration. So root 12 upon root 12 to find out is coming 3.464. It is the R minimum. Okay, lambda is equal to एली हमारा था 327, आर मिनिमम कितना आ गया हमारा 3.464, फिर we divide this 327 divided by 3.464, the lambda is 94.39, or you can say that 94.4. This is the slenderness. Now from table number 9C of, this is for the class table 10, table 9D, table number 9C. Now at 250 is our FY, lambda is 90, above 90 and 90 to 100 के बीच में है. We will take the value 120 and 107. तो 90 के लिए हमारा वैल्यू दिया हुआ है टेबल 9C में एफसीडी, तो यहाँ पर 90 अगर लैम्बडा 90 है तो वैल्यू इज 121. लैम्बडा 94.4 का ये एफसीडी नहीं मालूम, किस ईयर फाइंड. 100 के लिए एफसीडी दिया हुआ है 107. 100 के लिए एफसीडी कितना दिया है, 100 के लिए एफसीडी दिया है 107. तो अगर मैं यहाँ पर एफसीडी मालूम करूँ इंटरपोलेशन से, इट विल बी 121 minus 94.4 minus 90, because I am taking this value, तो ये दोनों का माइनस होगा डिनोमिनेटर पे, divided by 100 minus 90, then the extreme value 121 plus 7. Okay, तो अगर एफसीडी में इंटरपोलेशन से मालूम करूँ तो इट इज कमिंग अराउंड 114.79. एफसीडी हमको मालूम हो गया, तो यू नो दैट पीडी इज इक्वल टू AE into FCD. AE into FCD. AE is nothing but 50 into 12. FCD is 114.79. Calculate the PD. It is coming around 68.87 kilonewton, which is much larger than the compressive force coming on the lacing plate, that is 19.09 kilonewton. तो हमारा जो हम लोग ने कंसीडर किया था, क्या कंसीडर किया था, we have considered 50 F12 size of lacing bar. It is safe to use. ओके, तो दिस इज नाउ लेसिंग फ्लैट हम लोग ने डिजाइन कर दिया। अब कनेक्शन डिजाइन हमको करना पड़ेगा ना। अभी तक हम लोगों ने क्या किया, अभी हमारा देखो मेन मेंबर डिजाइन हो गया। मेन मेंबर हमारा सेफ आया टू ISMC 300 और 46.2 kg पर मीटर। उसके बाद लेसिंग बार, लेसिंग फ्लैट या बार जो भी बोलिए वो डिजाइन किया, वो भी सिंगल लेसिंग सिस्टम पे 50 F12। ये दो चीज हो गई। नाउ व्हाट इज रिमेन, नाउ इट इज रिमेन टू डिजाइन अ कनेक्शन, connection between connection design and design between main member with single lacing system और lacing flat। तो ये हमारा अब हमको डिजाइन करना है। तो हमको मालूम है कि रफ बोल्ट है, ग्रेड जो है ग्रेड 4.6 है। तो FUB for this first value multiplied by 100, so FUB will be 400 Newton per mm square। FYB yield stress of this bolt material is 400, this value multiplied by this value after Acharya, that is 0.6, it is coming to 240 or 250, 400 into 0.6 is coming to 240 MPa, 240 Newton per mm square। Okay, and for steel FU is given FE 410 and FY is given 250 Newton per mm square. It's already given. Diameter of bolt we have selected 16 mm. तो diameter of hole कितना रहेगा, 16 plus 2 mm clearance, it is 18 mm. Okay, now we have to find out shearing strength of bolt. Already this first unit already covered, that's why I'm going fast. Is nothing but FUB upon root 3 into gamma MB into NN ANB plus NS ASB। Because fully threaded bolt is there, so there is no plan area, तो NS की वैल्यू 0 हो जाएगी। FUB 400 root 3 gamma MB table 5 of IS 800, this value is given 1.25। NN 1 bolt हम लोग यूज कर रहे हैं, तो ANB is nothing but 0.78 times of 5/4 into diameter of bolt। Okay, so this will be the VDSB. The VDSB is equal to 28.97 kilonewton. Now you have to find out VDPB, the bearing strength of bolt. Bearing strength of bolt, and it is given by 2.5 kb d into t FU upon gamma MB. All this value we know, put the value kb is the minimum of E upon 30, P upon 3d0 minus 0.25 FUB upon FU1, इसमें से जो मिनिमम रहेगा KB की वैल्यू रहेगी। KB आप फाइंड आउट करेंगे, E will be 1.7 times of T0 as per the clause in the connections. It is already, and pitch of bolt P is equal to 2.5 times of T. So this already KB की वैल्यू आपकी आ जाएगी 0.49. This already covered in first unit, that's why I am going fast. Okay. Then you find out the VDPB, the bearing strength of bolt will come by putting all this value 77.4 kilonewton, 77.14 kilonewton. The bolt value will be value, you know, it is minimum of VDSB and VDPB. So here VDSB is the minimum. VDSB is nothing but the bolt value. And this 28.97 kilonewton. The number of bolt required to connect lacing flat with main member equal to compressive force upon bolt value. The compressive force is 27 and bolt value is 28.97. So just coming 0.93. So we can provide one number of bolt. So this is the connection design of the lacing system. So today we have completed the built-up column design in case of lacing system, and then we will see from tomorrow how to design the battening system. In one example, solved example already, we will go through it and we will finish this unit also. मेरे ख्याल से आपको ये समझ में आ गया होगा। कनेक्शन डिजाइन पहले हम लोग ने यूनिट नंबर 1 में फिनिश किया, इसके लिए मैं पास गया। अगर फिर भी आपको कुछ नहीं समझा तो यू कैन आस्क मी। तो फ्रॉम दिस शीट लेक्चर नंबर 28 we have started, and lecture number 29 we have finished the design of lacing system with the connection between the flat and okay. तो ये समझना है कि लैसिंग बार पर कंप्रेशन फोर्स आ रहा है, इसलिए इट इज एक्टिंग एज ए शॉर्ट कॉलम, स्मॉल कॉलम, एंड यू आर डिजाइनिंग दैट एज ए स्मॉल कॉलम, और फिर उसके बीच में कनेक्शन डिजाइन भी। दैट इज नथिंग बट आवर डिजाइन ऑफ बिल्ट अप कॉलम by using lacing system. Lacing bars are always inclined bars as it is given in your IS code. You can provide a single lacing system, you can provide a double lacing system. But we are designing this single lacing system. You can design a double lacing system also. Okay, वहाँ पर सिर्फ वो क्या हो जाएगा, VT/2 की जगह VT/4 हो जाएगा. You can number of system this force are distributed, transfer force is distributed in 2 at the front side and 2 at the back side. That's why n value will be 4, and you have to design as per that number. Okay. So I think so आपको समझ में आ गया। We will stop here. I have another lecture. If you have any doubt, you can ask with me. Then send a message if you understand. वीडियो आप देखते रहिए और अपने खुद के नोट्स आप बनाते रहिए। We'll stop here.